Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Disc Room for Microsoft Windows via Steam. The game is also available for the Nintendo Switch. Disc Room is an action puzzle game developed by Kitty Kalis, Jan-Willem Nijman, Terry Velman and Dose1. The year is 2089 and a giant disc has appeared in the orbit of Jupiter. You play as a brave scientist who enters the labyrinth in an attempt to survive ever more challenging rooms. So what is the game like to play? Well, it's one of the most accessible games I've played recently. Within a couple of minutes you're immersed in the action as you frantically dodge deadly discs in the early stages. You start out with only the ability to move your character, so no long tutorials here. As you complete rooms, you'll unlock special skills such as the ability to clone yourself mid-level, a dash ability in those tight moments. You can also absorb discs. And my personal favourite was the slow motion skill, where you can feel a little bit like Neo from The Matrix. Each room offers a slightly different challenge, whether it's avoiding ever increasing numbers of discs, standing in hot zones to move the clock forward, or having to rush around collecting items to defeat a gatekeeper boss. New rooms aren't just unlocked by achieving a good time though. Some locations require you to have beaten certain bosses. Others won't open until you've died at the hands of various different discs. So death isn't failure, it's actually part of the process. Now, it's not that tough at first, but the difficulty does spike, and the developers have added difficulty sliders, meaning you can slow down the speed of these discs if required. There's also something about the game that really reminded me of an old classic called Smash TV, where you have to survive in a square room fighting off waves of enemies. Obviously there aren't enemies, you just have to avoid the discs, but it has that same kind of simple and addictive quality. I also like how the game evolves in terms of difficulty and the challenges it presents. Like, you start out running around like a lunatic, but soon you'll acquire this kind of calmness amidst the chaos. Realizing you don't always have to run, you can just stand in the middle like Neo from The Matrix, as I said, and watch the patterns emerge around you, then move when necessary. So yeah, it's very playable, very addictive, very simple as a premise, and it's a good challenge, especially in the later stages. Graphically, it's a pretty minimal and simple game with clean and clear visuals. It can get quite chaotic on screen at times, but you never feel like you can't make out what's going on. There were a few buggy graphical issues, like some rooms not loading up and you were just left to walk around a black screen. Only happened once or twice though. The sound effects are solid, but it's the music that really stands out in terms of the audio. The tracks are catchy, high octane and really well suited to the chaotic levels. Okay, what's good and what's bad? What's good? It's a simple premise and very easy to get into. The game is perfect for short gaming sessions. The rooms are challenging and it's very satisfying when you finally beat all the rooms. And the skills add variety to the overall feel, and it's just a very high energy, entertaining challenge. What's bad? The game is relatively short and it won't last too long. There's no co-op or multiplayer, which I think is a little bit of a missed opportunity, and some of the bosses and rooms felt almost identical. So what is the verdict? Disc Room is a very entertaining, engaging and addictive game. It may be short-lived and won't last you more than a few days, but those days will be full of laughs, smiles and a fair amount of swearing as you try to conquer the pesky labyrinth. The challenge mode offers some replay value, and there's always the leaderboards to bring you back if that's your thing. Yes, maybe it is a little bit repetitive and maybe some of the levels felt a little bit too samey. And I'd say the game is ideal for multiplayer, so hopefully in time the developers might add that. But yeah, it's fun, silly, challenging for a short time and very good for quick sessions here and there. It's a simple premise, it's well executed, frantic, bonkers, stupid, but really, really enjoyable. So my score for Disc Room is 8.2 out of 10. Okay, that's the review. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.